And objective of the session is that at the end of session you will describe inventory control and cost associated with the inventory control. So before discussing inventory control, tell me what is inventory? Can everybody say what is inventory?
Holding.
Yes, holding. Holding of what?
Stock, material.
Date stock. Date means physical holding of.
Yes, not that stock, but physical stock, which is having importance that in future we can utilize that material. Take example. At our home, during the season of summer, in the month of March, we are purchasing the grain, wheat, for the whole year. Say our consumption of wheat is 6 kg per month, we are purchasing 72 kg of wheat. So for 11 months, 66 kg of wheat is remain there. So we are stocking the wheat. So that become your inventory. But take the season in winter, vegetables are cheap, but we are not purchasing for a whole year. Why? Why we are not purchasing?
They get degraded.
Yes.
They cannot be used.
They are perishable in nature. So it is not advisable to have a perishable good. The cost of carrying the vegetables in your refrigerator, that is higher than the cost of vegetables. So it is not desirable to purchase the vegetables. So inventory is a negotiation between cost of the goods and storage cost of the goods. Okay, now we see detailed definition. So inventory is a stock of raw materials, semi-finished goods, finished goods and other economic resources, where stock is maintained for further production and cope up future demand and uncertainty. Here there is a two term at the end, cope up future demand. Take the case of our home appliances, say television set, refrigerators, washing machines. Normally we are purchasing our home appliances during the festival season. So manufacturers like Videocon, Samsung, they are producing for throughout the year, but the demand increase during only festival season. So for a whole year they are producing and stocking in the warehouse. So it become an inventory for the producer. And another is uncertainty. Uncertainty means natural calamities like flood, then earthquake. Because of what you are not able to get your raw material in time. And if you are not able to get your raw material in time, what happens? Your production cycle becomes stop. There is a shutdown. So it is necessary to have enough stock to cope up natural calamities. Another thing is that sometimes there is a man-made calamity like riot, then strike of the truck unions, and you are not able to get raw material in time, and there is a stop of the production. So again it is necessary to have enough stock, enough safety stocks and lead stock to cope up the such type of problems. So this is inventory. Now we can define inventory in three types. One is raw material, semi-finished goods and finished goods. Take example, say SR Steel. Can you tell me what is the product of SR Steel? Steel sheet. Okay. So the raw material for steel sheet is pig iron. At any moment of time, if you visit the SR Steel, they are having the stock of pig iron for 2 months. Reason is that to make the production cycle smooth. If there is any uncertainties, if there is a rise in production, they can cope up that demand. So here raw material, pig iron become inventory. Next is semi-finished goods, steel billet. When they are producing the steel sheet, they first make the billet. So billet become in process inventory. Say sheets waiting for the annealing process. There is a continuous annealing process, but some sheets are waiting for the further process. So you are not making any process on that raw material, but it is occupying the space, so it becomes inventory. That inventory is known as the semi-finished goods inventory. Last is finished goods inventory. say steel sheet rolls waiting for the dispatch. They manufactured the steel sheets, but still nobody has purchased. They saw that steel sheets occupy the space in the warehouse, so it become a inventory. Take another example. Say during festival season and marriage season, we paint our house. Okay? So at the time of festival season, the demand of paint is shoot out. It increased. But industry is not capable, say Asian Paints, they are not enough capable to cope up that demand. So during the whole year, they are manufacturing the paint, put it into the warehouse and stocking it up. So that become a inventory of finished goods. And last is economic resources. Say warehouse, stores, purchase office, all become a economic resource which you are occupying for carrying out the inventory. So it become economic resources. So clear definition, inventory control? Good. So go forward. Benefits. Why it is necessary to carry out the inventory? Very first, in the example of grains, in the seasonal items we are getting better quality. Second thing, if you purchase in a bulk, say in the case of the soap, buy to get one free. So we get quantity discount. Next is, as you are having enough stock of raw material, your process become smooth. You can carry out smooth productions. You can cope up future demand. And last but not least is cope up natural calamities that we discussed and unforeseen event. So what happened before 25 years? Concept is there to build up inventory. If you are having a very high inventory, say 1 lakh rupees of inventory, it becomes assets. That my company is having 1 lakh of inventory. But now concept is changed. Inventory is not treated as assets. Because it is having several limitations. If you are occupying the inventory of 1 lakh of rupees, you are blocking up your capital of rupees 1 lakh rupees. That 1 lakh rupees you can invest anywhere. Say in bank you will get interest of 9%. And you are losing that interest. So you are locked up capital. Second thing is that storage is a major problem. Take the case of perishable items like food, fish, dairy products. If you are storing that product, there is a chance of deterioration. Second problem is obsolescence. Take the case of electronics item. Say if you have stocked the pages or mobiles of older models, it becomes obsolete. Then there is a technology upgradation, same problem. Next is devaluation and loss and pilferage. There are vital chances of theft from the storage. If you are storing a precious items, say gold, diamonds and jewelry, there are the chances of the theft during the storage period. And another thing is extra care is required. You must have one watchman to look at the warehouse. You must have a concealed camera to check out that whether there is a theft. It becomes very overhead and cost of inventory is increased. So now inventory is treated as a liability. Nobody wants higher inventory. Even Toyota manufacturing system developed one concept that is known as a zero inventory concept, known as just in time. So people are aiming at zero inventory. However, it is not possible, but ideology is that everyone has a zero inventory and your emphasis is to reduce inventory level. So the strategic decision for the inventory control is to optimize the inventory. So target is minimum inventory, and that leads to two strategic decisions. One is how much to order, how much quantity you will purchase, say 100, 2000, 5000. If your annual consumption is 6000 units, so how much you will purchase? That decision is known as the economic order quantity, EOQ. That known as what? EOQ. That we will discuss later on. Second important decision is known as the when to order, when to purchase. When will you put the requisition for the purchase? Say make 12 orders per month, make 12 orders in a year. That decision is known as the reorder point. It depends on lead time, safety stocks, buffer stocks, source of the raw material. It depends on several parameters that also we discussed later on. So this is all about inventory. If you want to control the inventory, it is necessary to capture the cost associated with the inventory. So cost associated with inventories are two. One is procurement cost and another is carrying cost. Procurement cost means whatever cost associated with purchase of the material. Say if you want to purchase a television set, what will you do? You will make a trip to various showrooms, say Onida, LG, Samsung, Videocon. So that cost of petrol that consumed by your scooter, the time consumed by you, that become a purchase cost, procurement cost, or you can say order cost. You make a telephone call, that what is the price of this particular model, that become your procurement cost. So various costs associated with procurement procedures are cost of tendering, cost of purchase office, so officers appointed for the purchase, clerical staffs appointed for the purchase, then stationery, whatever you consume, phone calls, everything become your procurement cost. Now procurement cost is associated with orders. If you will put 2 orders, the cost is per order. So it has no any linkage with the inventory and no any linkage with the items, how many you are procuring, but it links with how many orders you are putting. So it becomes procurement cost. Another cost associated is carrying cost. Carrying cost is linked directly with the item. Say carrying cost is storage cost. You are running a store department, so that it become a cost of store officer and whatever accessories, furnitures you are developing for the store. Then a very big loss is of loss and pilferage, and another is liberation. Other cost that you can say it is a carrying cost, that is the opportunity cost. Opportunity cost means that whatever money you are investing in inventory, that money you can invest in another place where you will get returns. So that returns which you are not here getting, that is known as a opportunity cost. So you can say there are 2 costs associated with the inventory: procurement cost and carrying cost. So now clear everyone what is inventory and what are costs associated with the inventory? Okay. Now tell me one example of procurement cost. Other than this,
Procurement,
cost.
cost of tendering, and suppose if you tender for any machine, purchasing any machine, then the cost of tendering, the salary of the person who is tendering.
Okay, good. You can also add another, the development of specifications. If you are hiring any other authorities, then the cost of developing specifications become
Procurement.
cost of procurement. So it is very necessary to constantly take procurement cost and carrying cost so that you can reduce your inventory cost and you can utilize your money in a better way. So clear everyone? Is there any doubt? Is there any questions, doubt?